Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. In this moment, we would like to present our project from PT Nayotama Kelola Laut Indonesia. I come here is accompanied by our operation director, Mr. Wahyudi, and Mr. Nandang, also accompanied by smart farming expert, Mr. Rico from Yogyakarta. Yes, why we should go to aquaculture and to sustainable aquaculture? You know that in Indonesia we have two kind of fisheries, aquaculture and capture. Aquaculture is sustainable fisheries, but capture is not sustainable because it's depending on natural. Where we should select shrimp and lobster, because you know that two product is luxury product. Not every person could eat the product because the product is very expensive. Only the rich people could eat the product, even though in the developed countries. Before we present more detail about two projects, we would like to present our vision and mission. Our vision is to gather Indonesian people, business incorporated, to establish a world-class aquaculture and capture fisheries incorporation. I will stay in Indonesia. Visi kami adalah bagaimana kita bersama korporasi usaha rakyat, membangun korporasi besar di bidang perikanan aquaculture maupun perikanan tangkap berkelas dunia. This is our vision. Our mission is to planning, designing, developing, and managing competitive and sustainable aquaculture and capture fishery industry through the application of smart farming, smart industry, and smart management practice. That is very important for the young generation, not for the old generation in aquaculture. Two project, two group of project. First is sustainable white leg shrimp farm and integrated spiny lobster farm. From two kind of the group business, we propose 7 projects. 5 projects for shrimp and 2 projects from lobster. Project first, project number 1, West Java Sustainable Wildlife Shrimp Farm Project. Business scale, 2 hectares farmland area using intensive technology. The second project is West Java Sustainable White Shrimp Farm Project. Business scale, 60 hectares farmland area using intensive technology. The other project, West Java Sustainable Wildlife Shrimp Farm on-RAS pond project, not intensive technology, on-RAS. This is very fitted to the young generation, RAS project. The fourth project, West Java Sustainable Wildlife Farm on-RAS pond project, business scale 60 hectare farmland area using RAS technology. The fifth project, West Java Sustainable Wildlife Farm on RAS Fund project. Business scale, 320 hectares farm area using RAS technology. This is a very important project. Why we choose shrimp? Why choose shrimp? Because if you see the before presentation, the project usually have payback period more than 10 years. But from the project, we just need to have payback period between 2 and 3 years. And internal rate return more than 100%. This is a quick yield project. And then for lobster project, we have 2 projects. This is small project, but already higher for lobster. We have which call integrated scallop spiny lobster farm on RAS Pond. Scallop spiny lobster in Indonesia is lobster pasir. I think we all know about that. Business scale, unlit 10 hectares farmland area using RAS technology. And the 7th project is West Java Integrated Ornate Spiny Lobster Farm on RAS Pond project. Business scale, 10 hectares farmland area using RAS technology. This is the startup project because this is a new project. If we can establish the project, West Java will be the first province who has RAS project from lobster, land-based project. We can see the data from the International Trade Center. We can see how this important fisheries from our country. We can see product level, crustacean, fish fillet, frozen fish, mollusk, fish fresh, fish salted, live fish, aquatic invertebrate, and processed fish. When are the product during pandemic era decrease the export, but for the fisheries product in pandemic era, the export increase. You can see from the crustacea. Crustacea is the family of the fish consisted of shrimp, lobster, and crabs. You can see compound annual growth rate during pandemic more than 12% per year. It's very high. And for the processed crustaceans, the CAGR more than 20% per year. Very fantastic, the project. Okay. We should look at the data published by FAO state. We have capture and we have aquaculture. You can see the species of lobster. We have spiny lobster, we have crop lobster, we have lobster humarus, we have Norway lobster. In the world, in Indonesia and Vietnam. If we talking about lobster, we always compare to Vietnam. I think we remember about the case in previous year, yeah, about the polemic of lobster. Yeah. Indonesia has spiny lobster captured from marine areas. It's about 2,000 tons, 2,000 tons. And from the aquaculture, only 700 tons. It's very small. It's very small. And Vietnam has lobster from capture only 241, and from aquaculture about 2,271 tons. Crustacea. We can see what the position of shrimp from marine aquaculture and marine capture. 35% shrimp is from marine aquaculture. And from marine culture, only 18%. And tend to decrease. Also, we can see in the inland waters is perikanan darat. Shrimp and prawn only 4%. In inland aquaculture and inland culture, only less than 1%. This is the position in the world. Shrimp and prawn contribute about, yes, about 60%. Crab 11%, lobster 2.3%, freshwater crustacean. During 2010-2014, CIGR 4% per year. And during 2014 to 2019, it's about 5% per year. In Indonesia, you can see marine aquaculture, shrimp and prawn increase during pandemic 10%. Also in marine capture is small increase. We can look the position of our shrimp in the world. Position of Indonesia in production is number 2. We number 2 in shrimp in the world. Number 2. Number 1 still Chinese. But the government of Indonesia has planned to become number 1. Yes, number 3 Vietnam, number 4 India, number 5 Ecuador, 6 Thailand, and so on. So we have a good position in the shrimp industry. But special for white leg shrimp, we have number 3 position. number 2 India, number 4 Ecuador, and number 5 Vietnam. This is very important for us when we develop the product oriented to export. We have to know the global market. This is the graphic, the graph of world and Indonesia wildlife production. Yes, this is increase every year, increase. This is the position of import. You can see the red color. Frozen shrimp and prawn dominated import. Okay, this is in the top 10 countries important of shrimp. United States, China, and Japan, and Spain. This is for prepare shrimp and prawn. This is for import from prepare and preserve shrimp and prawn, not in airtight container. This is position of export. Top 10 countries who export. So our competitor in shrimp industry is India, Ecuador, Vietnam. This is our competitor. Yes, this is in the graph. Yes, yes. This is the monthly shrimp and prawn exported from Indonesia. This is a very stable, during pandemic. This is the data during pandemic. This is for processing, for live shrimp and prawn. This is the business ecosystem of shrimp. So this is very detailed information about the business ecosystem of shrimp. So I think we can share the information to you. This is Mini Lobster business ecosystem. So the investor when invest to my company, we will include it in the we call Nayotama Strategic Alliance, NSA. Okay, this is on the business model canvas. This is very important when we start a business. For Paname Shrimp Farm, business model canvas for Paname Shrimp RAS technology, business canvas for integrated scalloped spiny lobster, ornate spiny lobster, lobster mutiara, and this is the process. Every project we have these 3 stages construction. So we can start from the small area, so small investment. So we will get which call locally best practice and locally technology. Yeah. This is for RAS Pond project. This is for spiny lobster. This is in the investment criteria. This is very interesting project because if you see the net profit margin, net present value, IRR, BC ratio, and capital payback period is very interesting. We just need less than 3 years to get back our capital. And the profit margin is very high. This is for intensive technology for 60-hectare scale. Also very interesting. This is RAS, more interested than intensive technology because the level of production more than 2.5 to 3 times. This is, yes, this is a project 4. This is a lobster. Small area, but very high in the profit. We don't need for more than 1 year. Less than 1 year, our capital will pay back. Lobster. This is a lobster also, but this is lobster mutiara. Ornate spiny lobster. We just need less than 1 year to get capital payback. Also, net margin is very interested. So this is what our presentation. More detail if we talk one by one, but we have limited time to present this. So in our presentation, we will conclude. Shrimp and lobster, special for lobster, is the treasure of West Java, especially for southern coastal area of West Java. Treasure, that means harta karun. Because you know that all baby lobster is available in West Java, in West Java Sea. Yeah. The second, the project is very fast to start and very fast to harvest. The project, different with infrastructure project. Project this is very fast. Yeah. Starting, we just need it's about 2 months to prepare the construction. We just need 2 to 4 months. And after we start to stocking, we just need 2 months to harvest. Just need 2 months. So this is very interesting project, different with palm oil, different with fruit, and others agriculture project. Thank you very much for your attention, and we hope we can see in one-on-one to discuss more detail, to discuss more deeply about the project. The project actually already start because the project we propose is only the scaling up project, not the new project, scaling up project. So we already have experience how to manage the project better than others. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.